Hello, everyone. I call this meeting to order. I'd like to take a roll call at this time. Please raise your hand or acknowledge that you are present. James Boscario, Val Bernoni, and Vince Marcotte. Here. Ryan Tufts, Plane Technician, Secretary Treasurer of Committee of Adjustment.
Present.
And Alan Burgess, Supervisor of Planning and Development.
Present.
And I'm your Chair, Teresa Nicodemo. I'd like to read the land acknowledgement statement. We acknowledge that the ground on which we live is in the traditional territory of Caldwell First Nation of the Three Fires Confederacy and the original people of Point Pelee and Pelee Island and its surrounding lands and waters, and that the Huron-Wendat and Wyandot peoples. We recognize and respect the First Nations who are stewards of the land and waters of Turtle Island and who have embraced this stewardship since time immemorial. We would also like to acknowledge the contributions of other nearby First Nation communities and all original people across Turtle Island. Appeal notice. As a result of provincial changes to the Planning Act, only the applicant and select agencies may appeal a decision of the committee or one or more of the conditions which were imposed. Third-party appeals of consent and or minor variances such as neighbors, abutting property owners, etc., are no longer allowed to be accepted by the OLT, or the Ontario Land Tribunal. All applications continue to be subject to a 20-day appeal period and a written request to receive a copy of the decision, and a fee for filing an appeal may be obtained from the Secretary Treasurer. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interests?
None received.
So noted. Adoption of the minutes. Is there a motion for the adopted July 19 meeting? Okay. Moved by Jim and seconded by Val. And all in favor? And that is carried. Mr. Tufts, are there any requests for deferral or withdrawal of any applications?
None received.
Seeing none, no, so noted. We will begin. The first application for consideration is B-10-2023, file 4166. The owner is Supreme Homes Group at 4085 Huron Church Line Road. A consent to create one new lot, as well as item A-03-2023, file 4164. Same owner, Supreme's Homes Group, and the same address, 4085 Huron Church Line. And this is for an application for a minor variance for a reduced exterior side yard setback. And Mr. Tufts to make the presentation for both. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a consent to create one new lot and a minor variance for a reduced exterior side yard. Subject land is designated residential district in the town's official plan and zoned residential 1 in the town's zoning bylaw. In the residential 1 zone, there are permitted uses are singles and semis. This is a draft survey that was provided by the applicant that shows the retained and the severed portions. The retained portion has a frontage of approximately 57 feet, and the severed has a frontage of approximately 68 feet. The proposed reduced exterior side yard would abut Kitchener Avenue, and they're going from the 3 meters down to the 1.5 meters, which would be the standard interior side yard setback. So both the severed and the retained lots exceed the minimum lot requirements in the zoning bylaw, and as there is the 66-foot unopened right-of-way to the south, there will be no impact on the abutting neighbors to the southern side of Kitchener Avenue. Should the application be approved, B-10-2023, we would require a survey. All property taxes are paid in full, that cash in lieu of parkland is $750 per lot, that the applicant submit lot grading sheets, that the applicant apply for a right-of-way permit, that the applicant install separate sanitary, storm, and water, that they confirm there's adequate utilities, they submit as-built, and that they provide a financial security in an amount satisfactory to the municipality, and that they have 2 years from today to fulfill the above conditions. For file A-03-2023, we have no conditions.
John Adawan, the agent. Yes, you may now speak to the matter. Please introduce yourself and a brief explanation of your application. And please confirm you have read and understood the staff report.
So I'm John Atwan, owner of Supreme Homes Group. So our ultimate goal here is to sever the property with 124 feet frontage to create another building lot for a new home. Yes, I've read all the remarks and just heard the conditions that they have. We are looking to service it as soon as possible. And in regards to the 5 feet on the minor variance, it was just to build a bigger envelope of the building. I've discussed with Ryan and Adam about the land behind that's currently going through, it's not going to be able to be developed. I believe that was through IRCA and the town. So that road there, technically, they will not be creating a new road adjacent to the second lot that I'm looking to sever. That's why I was asking for the forgiveness for the side yard setback, because there's no road that's really going to be going down there. That is all.
So I see no one present, but is anyone online that would like to speak to the application? No. Oh, none. And does the committee members have any questions for Mr. Adawan? No? Vince, yes? Okay, go ahead, Vince, to questions for administration.
Just so I'm completely clear, could you, on that drawing up there, show us exactly where the line is going, is with the request from 3 to 1.5 meters? I'm pretty sure, is it on Kitchener Street? Or off
Correct.
of-
Correct. It would be Kitchener Street, so this is where it would be an exterior side yard. So this is where it would be 3 meters, and they're requesting to go down to the 1.5 meters right
And
here.
that 1.5 meters is the existing zoning bylaw 8600.
The 1.5 meters is the interior side yard requirement, so instead of the exterior, they're applying to go down to the requirement for the interior side yard.
And council has taken the position that it will not be opening Kitchener as a road allowance.
To your question, staff have reviewed the road allowance as it's being shown, and it's through our review of it that it's unlikely that it will be developed as a road allowance as it's at the Gore in that intersection. So it would be a very awkward and intersection. So if there were to be any development back in that area, it would have to come down to the next street, so we have Kitchener, and I believe it's Westview is the next road allowance that's back in there. Also, the municipality is also going through a process of an official plan amendment. We're reviewing the Beaufort Howard secondary area. Along with that, they are also looking at that area as well, because there are significant habitat and species generally in the wooded areas of that area. So again, development will be very difficult. So most likely that road allowance in the future, if the town wished to do so, would be closed and it would actually become a building lot. So therefore, the 5-foot side yards are appropriate because it would end up being just an interior yard. But the road allowance has not been closed at this time. It is still an open right-of-way, but based on staff experience, we do not believe it will open as a municipal right-of-way. So that's why we're confident and we support the 5-foot side yard setback.
Thank you.
Any other questions for administration? From here? Okay. Well, having heard any questions or concerns made by administration and the agencies and public, is the committee ready to make a decision? So we'd like to begin. Is there a motion for the first B-10-2023, file number 4166? Is there a motion for that? It'll be, okay, moved by Vince, seconded by Jim. And that is for the consent to create one new lot. And now, all in favor, and that is carried. I apologize. Yes, as per the recommendations. Thank you, Val. Yes. Okay. And then for file A-03-2023, file 4167, application for a minor variance for reduced exterior side lot setback. Is there a motion? Yeah, is there a motion for that? And yes? And it's moved by Jim and seconded by Val, and all in favor, and that as again per the recommendations. So that is carried. So both those are carried. And
Thank you, guys.
wonderful, yeah. Thank you. Good luck. The next meeting is Wednesday, September 20, 2023. Is there a motion to adjourn? Moved by Val, seconded by everybody. And that's all in favor, and that is also carried. Thank you very much. The meeting is adjourned. Oh, thank you.